Hello everyone, welcome to yoga class, first one of the spring semester. So we're going to get started with a little bit of breathing and focus. So come to an easy sitting position. You can be sitting on your heels, on your knees. You can be sitting in a cross-legged position. You could be sitting up on a block with one foot folded right in front of the other, like so, or you can be sitting in a chair. The important thing is that you can be in an upright, neutral spine, relax your shoulders, and let go. Okay. So sitting in our Sukhasana, our easy sitting pose, let's just take a moment to bring our awareness to our breath. Allow the eyes to close. And just for right now, we're going to notice the air coming in and out the nostrils. Notice the pace of your breathing. Notice the depth of the breath, how much you're filling the lungs. Notice where the body is expanding to accommodate the breath. And simply notice these things as you allow yourself to breathe naturally. Now we're going to begin to take control of the breath. So I'd like you to take your right hand and place it on your belly. And I want you to feel your belly moving away from the spine on the inhale and towards the spine on the exhale. So this is called diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing. Belly rises as you inhale, and the belly falls as you exhale. And the shoulders and the upper part of the chest don't really have any movement. You don't want to hold them still. Just allow them to be still. Belly rises on the inhale and falls on the exhale. Now we're going to begin to lengthen the exhales. So let's inhale together to a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. In, out. In, out. In, out. And release the breath. And just come back to your normal, natural breath. And back to noticing the breath. And have you noticed a change in the breath? Have you noticed a change in the speed or in the depth? And again, just noticing, let the breath be natural. And gently opening the eyes. And coming to laying on the mat. So we're going to start the class in Shavasana. And Nathan is going to be taking the class, demonstrating for us. So in Shavasana, which is corpse pose, the feet are as wide as the mat. The toes are falling out. The arms are in a low V with the palms facing the ceiling. And in Shavasana, the important thing is to let everything go. We're not trying to control the breath. We're not trying to focus on anything. We are simply releasing all the cares of the day. And gently coming back into your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, and rolling yourself completely onto one side. Press yourself up sideways to sit. And come to sitting on a block. Sit bones are towards the front edge of the block, and one foot is in front of the other. In this position, you get your hips slightly over the feet, and that allows you to keep a nice neutral spine. From here, we're going to roll the shoulders up and back. Shoulder rolls up and back. Releasing any tension. And then we're going to reverse the roll. So coming back up and forward. Very nice. Clasping the hands in front of you. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms away from you, exhaling. Pull the ribs back. Keep your throat over your pubic bone so that you're not falling back on the block. Inhale, reach up. Coming up to center, lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of the head up. And you're going to exhale and twist to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting to your left. And inhale through center. And exhale, release the elbows. Keep your fingers interlaced and just rest the arms for a second. On the next inhale, take the arms up again. And we're going to exhale. And this time we're going to bend to the right, bending at the waist. Keeping weight on both sit bones evenly. Inhale up through center. And exhale to the other side. Good. Inhaling up through center. And release the arms down. Good. Shake out the hands a little bit. We're going to come down off the block. And here we're going to do a simple twist. So taking your right hand across the left knee, back of the hand is on the outside of the knee. Other hand is behind you like a second spine. Palm is flat on the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist and look back. Keep weight on both sit bones evenly. And releasing, inhale again. And exhale, turn back, twisting one more time. And release to center. Very nice. Other side, back of the right hand to the left knee. Back of the left hand to the right knee. Other hand is behind you like a second spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, look back and twist. With one breath here, inhale, and exhale back into the twist. And release to center. Very good. We're going to come up to tabletop position from here. And you want to put something underneath the knees. And we're going to start here with cat-cow. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine, tuck the head and tail. Good. Inhale through center and lift the head and tail. Reach the heart forward and up. Use your arms to traction the upper body forward while the tail reaches back. Exhale, belly to the spine, tucking the head and tail. Inhale, lengthening through center first, then slightly lifting the head and tail. Don't drop the belly. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, belly to the spine. Inhale through center, lift the head and tail slightly. Keep a little bit of engagement in the belly. And again, exhaling, belly to the spine, tucking the head and tail. Good. And do a couple of rounds on your own time. Inhaling into the arch, exhaling into the curl. Inhaling into the arch. Remember to keep your belly supporting your spine in the arch, lengthening into the arch. Exhaling, belly to the spine. Good. And come to center. Sit back on the heels for a moment and rotate the wrists. Good. Coming back to tabletop position, we're going to do sideways arch now. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Inhale, lengthen through center. And exhale, pull the waistline in, take the head and tail to the same side, sideways arch. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side, pulling the waistline in, making a letter C from the crown of the head to the tail. Inhale through center, exhale other side. Inhale center, exhale sideways arch. Good. And do a couple of rounds on your own time. Inhaling through center, exhaling to the other side. Good, and come to center, very nice. Let's do an open twist. Take your right hand underneath the heart, take the left hand up to the ceiling, inhale, looking up, reaching through both arms, reaching down with the strong bottom hand, up with the top hand, and release to center. And the other side. Left hand through the center, reaching the other arm up, and release to center. Very nice. Sitting back on the heels, rotating the wrists. Good. Good, let's come back to tabletop position and do a simple balance. We're going to take the right arm forward over the head and the left foot back and up to about hip height. Use your belly to support the spine. Lengthen in both directions. And release it down. And then we're going to do the other side. Take the left arm forward, right leg back, flex the right foot, lift it up, reach out the heel. And this bottom foot can be pointed or can be flexed. Either one works. Use the belly to support the spine. And release down again. Very nice. Good. From here, we're going to come into downward facing dog. So take your hands to the top of the mat. Hands are shoulder width apart, maybe slightly wider, but the important thing here is that that first knuckle, the base of the index finger, is really nicely grounded on the mat. You don't want to let it come up like this. Nice and bright, nice flat hands. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, reaching into an inverted V. The ears are in line with the upper arms. The heels are reaching towards the mat, but they are not touching the mat. If you can easily touch the mat, then you need to walk your feet back a little bit. Reaching long. From here, we're going to pedal the feet. Bend one knee, straighten the other. And exchange, bending the other knee, straightening the other. Good, keep your weight even in both hands. And then reach both heels to the mat, towards the mat. Good, and very gently dropping the knees down and sitting for a moment. Very nice, you can rotate the wrists a little bit. Resting the arms. Good, and then we're going to come into downward facing dog again. So the hands at the top of the mat. Hands nice and bright, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips. Inverted V. Good, from here we're going to take one foot up in the air, lifting the right foot up. Good, making a line between the hands and the foot. And gently lower it back down. And then the other side. Good, keeping the foot in line with the body, very nice. And softly lower the leg. And gently lower the knees. We're going to take the knees slightly apart. And fold the torso over the thighs, resting the forehead on the mat. Arms are by the sides, palms facing up. This is child's pose, resting pose, letting everything go. And to come out of the pose, place the palms down on the mat and support yourself as you come rolling up to sit. Very good. From here, we're going to do a lunging series. So we're going to get into the lunge through tabletop position. So come to tabletop position again. And you're going to take your right foot and you're going to place it, the sole of the foot, between the hands in front of you. Good. You want to get it so that your knee is directly over the ankle. Directly over the ankle. Not forward or back. The back knee is down and the back toe is tucked. So if you still have something underneath your knee, that's very good. You'll definitely want it with the lunges if you don't have a towel or something under that knee. Take the forearms, cross to the thigh, and then the hands to the hips. And from here, we're going to bend and straighten into that front knee, never letting the knee come forward of the ankle, just over the top. And we're coming back and forth, opening that back thigh. Good. Coming to the forward part of the lunge and the forearms on the thigh, leaning forward onto the thigh. We're going to lift that back knee. So tuck the toes and lift the knee, reach the heel back. And gently lower the knee. And again, tucking the toes, lifting the knee, reach the heel back. We're going to hold it a couple of seconds. And gently lower. Very nice. Coming into our full crescent lunge now, reaching the arms forward and straight up. Very nice. Take the heart and reach it forward and up to the diagonal. Make sure that front knee is directly over the ankle. Very nice. And gently lowering all the way down. And take that front leg back to tabletop position. Open and close the hip a little bit. Release in the hips. And then we're going to do the other side, taking the left foot between the hands. Good. Knee is directly over the ankle. Cross the forearms onto the thigh. Then the hands to the hips. And coming back and forth. Bending and straightening in that front knee. Make sure the knee never comes forward of the ankle. Opening up that back hip, that back thigh. Good. Coming to the forward part of the lunge again. We're going to place the forearms on the thigh, tuck the back toes, and lift that back knee. Reach the heel back. And gently lower the knee. And one more time, tucking the toes, lifting the knee, reach the heel back, and holding. And gently lowering the knee. Very nice. Coming into the full crescent lunge now, reaching the arms forward and up. Reaching the heart forward and up. Nice long arc between the hands and the back foot. Nathan can go quite far into this, but you want to make sure that you are not leaning back into the pose, that the heart coming forward is what's creating the arch, so that you don't tighten the lower back. And gently releasing the arms down, taking the front leg back, opening and closing the leg. Good. And then coming to laying on your back in Shavasana. So remove the pad or the towel from underneath your knees, lying down on your back. Feet are as wide as the mat. Toes are falling out. Hands are in a low V with the palms facing up. And letting everything go. Gently bringing your awareness back into the room, wiggling the fingers and toes. Now we're going to set ourselves up for bridge pose. So bring the soles of your feet directly underneath the sit bones. You want to just be able to touch your fingertips to your heels. The arms are by the sides with the palms on the mat. So we're going to do this a little bit dynamically. We're going to, let me just explain first. We're going to lift the pelvis, lower the pelvis, and then squeeze into a ball and release back down to this position. So I will talk you through it. So moving into the bridge pose, we're going to inhale and lift the pelvis up high. Press the feet into the ground. And gently roll yourself down. Take the knees towards the chest. Hug the knees towards the chest. Exhale, pull the nose towards the knee, using your abs. And release and roll back down. Feet land on the ground. Excellent. So another set. Inhale, pushing through the feet, lifting the pelvis up high. And rolling back down, bringing the knees to the chest. Exhale, use your abs to squeeze into a ball. And release. And inhale, press through the feet, lift the pelvis up. And rolling down. Exhale. Use your abs to squeeze into a ball. And release it down. Very nice. Walk your feet slightly away from your bottom and allow your feet to be wide and drop the knees towards each other and let everything go. Good. And walking the feet towards each other all the way till your feet are touching. We're going to move into a spinal twist. So allow both your knees to fall to the same side. They're going to fall to the left. Open the arms out wide. Palms are facing the ceiling and looking away from the knees. Spinal twist. Good. Inhale. And exhale, bring the knees up to center. Straighten out the spine. Keeping the arms out wide. And drop the knees to the other side. And look away from the knees. Inhale. And exhale, bring the knees up to center. And extend the feet. Open the palms up towards the ceiling. And rest. And gently coming back into your body, rolling onto one side, press yourself up sideways to sit. And come to sitting long on the mat. We're going to do a forward fold. So I want you to bend the knees, keep the feet flexed, and inch the heels towards you. Taking your arms overhead, inhale up, and exhale, dive. Reach the heart forward, laying the torso over the upper thighs, keeping the neck somewhat long. So you want to reach over the toes with the crown of the head. And from here, if you like, you can tuck your forearms underneath the legs. If that is a comfortable stretch for you, then you can gently inch your heels away from you to straighten your knees. So the reason we keep our knees bent in the forward fold is that the forward fold isn't just about the hamstrings. It's not just about the backs of the thighs, but it's about lengthening the spine. So you want to keep your spine as long as possible. You don't want it rounded. So the priority is to keep the spine long, and then the next priority is to get the legs towards straight. Good. To come out of the pose, you're going to take the arms out from underneath you, place the palms on the mat, and support yourself as you come up to sit. Very nice. Good. And from here, we're going to come up to stand. Very nice. So we're going to start out with a warrior two pose. Warrior two. You're going to take your feet very wide. So if you put your arms to the sides, your ankles, your feet should be underneath the wrists. Right? So that's about how wide you want your feet for warrior two. From here, we're going to take that right foot and we're going to turn it out so that the toes face the short end of the mat. And from there, you're going to bend into that knee, that front knee. Make sure that it doesn't go forward of your ankle. It's going to be directly over the ankle. And that back arch on the other foot wants to be on the ground. All four corners of the back foot on the ground. And we're going to lengthen out the arms. And then looking over that front knee. Warrior two, reaching out all the limbs. And to come out of that pose, we're going to push through the front foot, reach to the ceiling with the crown of the head, and then turn that right foot towards the long end of the mat and switch it over to the left. Take the left toes out and bend into that left knee. Make sure the knee is directly over the ankle, looking over that left hand. Warrior two. Go to the breath. And to come out of the pose, we're going to reach to the ceiling with the crown of the head and push through that front knee. Turn the left foot in and then heel toe your feet together. Very good. And release the legs. Nice work. Okay, from here we're going to go into tree pose. Tree pose. So we're going to take our right foot and we're going to dig a hole. And then you're going to plant that tree. Plant your foot down. Shift all your weight onto the foot. Nathan likes to do on the toes here, but you can just go onto the flat foot if it's easier for you. That's a little advanced. Taking the left foot, and you can have it on your toes away from the standing leg, or you can have it in right next to the standing leg. You can also have the foot on the ankle, on the calf, or on the upper thigh. But where you don't want it is your knee. So choose one of those places, open the knee out to the side, use your lower abs to support your spine, hands come into prayer position, press the palms together, press the foot into the thigh into the foot, reach the crown of the head up, balancing. Keep one point of focus. Eye level is best. And gently release the foot. And gently release the hands, touching the ground. And then we'll do the other side. So the left foot forward, digging your hole, planting your tree, and shifting the weight. Good. Take that right leg, and it can be pointed. Notice how Nathan's knee is turned out to the side. That's where you want it. You can also have it touching the ground at the other leg, on the calf, or on the upper thigh. Opening the knee out to the side, pressing the foot into the knee. The foot into the thigh, and the thigh into the foot. Hands in prayer position, pressing the palms together, finding a focus at eye level. And balance. And gently release the foot and the hands touching the ground. Very nice. Now we're going to move into Tadasana, mountain pose. The toes and the heels are touching each other. The hands come to prayer position. Take them to the heart, and then take them over the head, slightly forward of over the head, actually, so that if you look up, you could just see your little fingers looking up slightly, closing the eyes, holding only 30 seconds. Gently release the hands, gently release the feet, and come to laying on your back, final Shavasana. Arms are away from the body in a low V, palms facing up. The feet are as wide as the mat, toes falling away. And scanning the body for any tension. Releasing any tension you find with the breath. And checking for any mental tension. And releasing it with the breath. Relaxing the feet. My feet are relaxed. Relaxing the knees. My knees are relaxed. Relaxing the hips. My hips are relaxed. Relaxing the waist and the torso. My waist, my torso is relaxed. Relaxing the arms and hands. My arms, my hands are relaxed. Relaxing the head and neck. My head, my neck are relaxed. Unfurl the brow. Relaxing the jaw. Feeling the weight of the eyes. Letting everything go. Resting in Shavasana. And gently bringing your awareness back into the room, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, and taking the arms overhead in a nice big stretch, stretching to one side and then the other, and rolling completely onto one side. Press yourself up to sit. Thanks so much for sharing your practice with us today. Hope to see you next week. Namaste.